I mean, this dude on the way to a 132-121 win over the Charlotte Hornets. Kyrie Irving dropped 50 points on Yes Network. It was the third time he scored 50 since joining the Brooklyn Nets. No other player in Nets history has more than one 50-point game. But Kyrie also became the fifth player in NBA history with multiple career games of 50 points on 75% shooting in the shot clock era. And this dude ain't 7 feet tall, y'all. It's unbelievable. On the same day, the Seattle Seahawks dealt longtime franchise quarterback Russell Wilson to the Broncos. Seattle also informed All-Pro linebacker Bobby Wagner that he was being released on Tuesday. The two franchise cornerstones, Wilson and Wagner, were drafted on the same day in 2012 and now leave Seattle on the same day 10 years later. It's a nice decade-long run, though. The move saves Seattle about $16.6 million in cash and salary cap space. And after talks went past 3 a.m. Wednesday morning, Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association plan to pick up talks on a new collective bargaining agreement Wednesday. According to an MLB official, the union requested to reconvene with players' leaders before responding to the league's latest proposal. MLB had threatened to cancel the season's second week, but that cancellation has been put on hold while MLB's latest proposal is being considered. I'm talking about these stories and more on This Just In today, 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Sports Center is brought to you by Straight Talk Wireless. Try the $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk Wireless with nationwide 5G on America's best networks. Straight Talk Wireless, no contract, no compromise. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Look, when I step on the field, I expect greatness.
This is my land.
Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max, presented by Progressive Insurance. All right, unless you've been living under a rock somewhere, Aaron Rodgers is returning to the Packers. Russell Wilson is heading to the Broncos. I don't know if that's out of the frying pan and into the fire for Russell Wilson or not. I mean, the NFC West, real tough division. Except for Seattle when they fell off, right? But the AFC West, quarterback-wise, you got 4 of the top dozen quarterbacks in the league in the same division. Here's how Vegas sees it, okay? According to Caesars Sportsbook, the Green Bay odds to win a Super Bowl moved from 15-1 to 12-1 when the Rodgers report came out. And now they're down to 10-1. Because they get better from the guy staying the same, from a guy who was there last year. I guess the uncertainty was lowering the odds.
So wait, it went from 15-1 to 12-1 to
and now
10-1.
Yeah.
10-1.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, that's a big difference.
Yeah.
The Denver odds moved from 25-1 to 12-1.
That's a huge jump.
Cut in half, more than half. Jump. And until the odds improved again overnight for Green Bay, it was the same as Green Bay. But now Green Bay is slightly ahead. Also, as part of these moves, Buffalo is now the favorite to win the Super Bowl. Well, why is Buffalo favorite? Because now it's a little harder for the Chiefs in their own division, right? So Buffalo moves ahead of them. They're now at plus 750 to win the Super Bowl. They're the odds-on favorite. Buffalo Bills now the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl at this moment. They're the favorites. Wait, yeah, they are the odds-on favorites.
Oh, they're not. We'll get to that.
Okay,
later.
wait. Evan's telling me they're not the odds-on favorites.
No, odds-on favorite would mean that they would be a minus.
Oh, correct.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah, sorry, my fault. I always think of odds-on favorites as meaning, though they're not above 50%, they have a better chance than anyone else. But Evan's right. So that brings us to
that's why I don't bet.
That brings us to the pressure on Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson to deliver. Guys, Marcus Spears was on NFL Live on what's next for Aaron Rodgers.
finishing the deal. That is what this extension is about. That is what all this drama has been about. And if you went through all of this, Green Bay, if you went through all of this with Aaron Rodgers blazing you at the podium in your own facility, spending an entire offseason away, Mark Murphy and Gutekunst capitulating to all of the things that you wanted to have done, more of a voice. If you don't get a Super Bowl, it was all a waste of time.
So, Key, is that right? This is Super Bowl or bust?
Every single year, Aaron Rodgers is their quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. It's Super Bowl or bust.
There's a lot of busts.
This team is the same team that's coming back from 2 years ago, the NFC Championship, a year ago, NFC Championship, and the number one seed this past season. And if they don't get there, Swagoo, Marcus Spears is 100% correct. It's all or nothing, buddy. You did a whole lot to get back to Green Bay when you didn't necessarily need to. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. Now you got to deliver.
I don't know. You know, I know that people can make the case about him being, supposedly the highest paid quarterback in the history of the league. But, like, it's the same pressure it always is for Aaron Rodgers. Like, there's something additive just because now he's paid. Like, his talent has always warranted the price tag that comes along with him. And we've often talked about on this show multiple times, well, it's about the marketplace and what the marketplace dictates that you get. And Aaron just forced the marketplace's hand. All right, but the pressure still feels the same to me.
I got to say,
It's not even about the money, Jay. It's about what he's done over the last couple years in terms of in and out, playing games, causing problems, wanting the team to do what he says they need to do. You did all of that. Now you got to deliver.
Key, I'm with you. But it feels like every year he has to deliver. And I'm not making excuses for it. I mean, I started off the show saying, look, I was tired of all the Aaron Rodgers drama that came along with it. But, you bring up the point, Max, the other day that I forget who you heard it from, but you say it crystallized it for you considering everything that happened with Brett Favre and the way the Green Bay Packers. Chris Canty kind of treated him down the stretch with the half and half out. He wanted to secure the bag for himself.
Yeah, he wanted to control his own. Canty's point was he saw what happened at the end of Favre. He's like, no, I'll decide my fate. Green Bay won't. I'll be the decider. And he was. But you know what's interesting to me as you guys are talking about this? Like, there's no doubt, with Aaron Rodgers, you get more bites at the apple than with another dude, right? And that's really, you're trying to stack the deck in your favor. Tom Brady, to me, and I'm fascinated by when our perceptions of reality change and we're not even aware of it, Tom Brady, I think, changed at least my perception of the NFL. Because I always felt like by the time you get to a certain level, a lot of things have to go your way. You got to kind of get lucky, And Rodgers maybe gets a little unlucky, but you're always going to be there. You're going to win double digits. You're going to advance in the playoffs. Brady, at a certain point, you say, that's not luck, man. He won. He was in the Super Bowl so often. He won so many. That Key, when I look at Rodgers, I think because we're living in the post-Brady world, and he's changed that, there's more pressure on him to win now because, he took control right after kind of Brady. I know the situation was different. Brady was a free agent, but Brady took control of his destiny.